What's up? What's up? What's up? Your morning, your hello, your sleepy, your better wake up in it. Welcome back to Licia Life and Travel. It's your brown skin queen Licia. If you like this video, smash the like button, and if you're a fan of what I'm doing, don't forget to subscribe. So today's video is about working in China as a foreigner and what to expect as per living places. China, like any other country, Western country, offers a whole lot when it comes to jobs opportunities. But one of the sticky things about China is that they don't give out citizenship. So maintenance of visa is very, very key. Is very, very paramount. Like, you don't mess up with your visa. If your visa expires, you have to go. If you don't go, you are in trouble. Okay, so let's get back to job. If you are a foreigner and you were brought here to China for work by a company, then they are responsible to give you a working visa because that's very, very important. And number two, they are also responsible to give you a place to stay. It's part of the requirements. Now let's go on to job hunts. The company is also required to provide jobs for you, but it's two ways. Maybe the company that brought you has its own institution set up, like clubs or schools that will employ you directly from them. Number two could also be they are going to go out there to other entities who have these platforms so that they can strike a deal, a contract for you to be able to go and work for those entities. But here is it. Let's go on. Now, this is where the living condition comes in. There are a few things to take into consideration when striking that deal with another entity. So, what happens is that Party A, which is my company, is going to strike a deal with Party B, which is the entity that's going to hire me for work. And they will have an agreement that Party B is to offer me a very decent place to stay. If that is not met up to, we have all right to cancel the contract or the deal, or they have to offer me a better place. Plus, travel expenses back and forth. Party B has to take full responsibility of that. No matter which city you are in, they have to buy a ticket, whether it's plane ticket, it's bus ticket, train ticket, fast train or slow train, whichever form of transportation, they are responsible for that. Party B is responsible for that. And after the job, to go back to whichever city you're from, they are also responsible for that. Good deal, right? So here it is. Sometimes when we get to these places that are offered us, artists, these places that are offered us, is interesting. 80% of the time, we have very, very beautiful places. But that little 20% of the time, man, our hair can be hurting us. It can be easy. Because when the Chinese man tell you say he will keep that place there, and small there, he will keep it there, my dear. It can be a lot of headache. But for me, this is what I like. I prefer to be placed in a hotel as compared to an apartment. Now, I would love to be in an apartment because it gives me space to be able to prepare any kind of food to my liking that I want. That is, I will be able to cook it myself. But if you are in a hotel, not many hotels have, cooking spaces. So you can't do that in a hotel. And sometimes these hotels range from a 5-star hotel all the way to whatever number you can think about. But being in a hotel is just so beautiful because you have your own space to yourself. Yes, you have your own space, your own, like, whatever you want to do is at your own time, that you want to do everything. And most often, I really do like when I'm on tour, like, I go to a city and spend maybe 1 or 2 days and move on that way. Most times they give you a 5-star hotel to live in, which is very beautiful because they know they're not spending a lot of money, not just 1 or 2 days you're there for. But when you are going for longer duration, maybe like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, sometimes maybe 6 months, then they have to put you in an apartment, because paying a hotel will be very, very costly. Or even if you are living in a hotel, it would not be a 5-star hotel. So I really do like the touring time, where you have to spend only 1 or 2 days. You get to enjoy the facility, the 5-star treatment and everything. It's hectic though, because toting your suitcase from one place to another all of the time is crazy. But then at least when you get there, when you get to the city, you enter your hotel suite or the room, it's a wrap. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, so that's for the hotel. But mind you, some of the apartments, when you go to them, hey, that is where the problem can come from. Because at times they will have you placed in a room with maybe 2 persons. Maybe it will be like 2 persons in a room, or 3 persons, or 4 persons, because they just gave you this artist apartment. And a lot of artists are there, foreign artists, local artists, everybody will be there. That's the bad one. Man, you won't see the bathroom and teen. Ouch. That's the headache. Some of them you go to, they are very, very clean. They have decent people, good upbringing, so they take it along with them. But most times, like I said, the 20% time where they say it will be ugly, it will be ugly. It will be nasty. So these are some of the hurdles, that we face. For me, whenever I'm going for a job, the thing I be thinking about is the living condition. That thing can hurt my head. Yeah, it's one of the 5-star hotel that I was opportune to be in. You see, you have to go for breakfast, you have to eat. I mean, everything is just so beautiful. It's slick, it's nice, y'all. All of this thing, it has its own ups and downs, in betweens, but it's a beautiful experience. So back to living in an apartment. Now, recently I just moved to this city and they gave me this place to stay. I'm working in the park, so they gave me this place to stay. It's like a newly renovated dormitory, because in the park you have a lot of artists. It's not like clubs, that the artists will be not many. But in the parks, you have a lot of things going on. So they have artists from different places. And they gave me this room. Now, when I entered it, I saw 2 beds, like 2 of everything, 2 sets of everything. The dresser, the wardrobes and everything, there are 2. And I was like, oh, we are going to be 2 in a room together. So taking the view around in the room. And then the bathroom is one of my biggest nightmares, always. And then I saw this. I was like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. You see that squatting commode? God knows how I hate that. I hate it with passion. It's not safe at all. So when it gave me that place, I was so broken. I had to call my manager and tell him I don't want that place. It's not decent. And he in turn, talked to the management, and they said, okay, they will get it settled. I was in my room alone. Since this place, the foreigners were not too many. We were only 2 that came. One Russian guy plus myself, so it wasn't of any big deal. So they told us we could be in the room by ourselves, so we had our own spaces to ourselves. My one was in the room. So anyways, then after 3 days, they took us to another room. And when I got there, I went straight just looking around. And this other room was even better, because it had a refrigerator, not like the first one. Plus, it had a sitting commode. That was the joy for me. That was a relief for me. So this is how it is sometimes. You just don't know what to expect. But all in all, we just pray for the best. And at least I had a place now that I could feel free to, cook, do my what you might call it. It was a free space. So this is what happens, y'all. Whenever you get a job in China, this is what happens. They offer you a place, but you just don't know what to expect. I love you. Bye-bye. Peace out and stay positive always. Thanks for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe.